What's up, weaves? It's the anime wizard, or should I say Chocho Akimichi. And okay, hold up, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm not editing anything out. What's up, weaves? It's the anime wizard, and welcome back to my channel. So, as you've long awaited, this is the Chocho Akimichi hair and makeup tutorial. I'm not going to talk much. You just know to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's get into the video. Okay, guys. So first we're going to floof our beautiful hair. Get it all ready for us. We're going to take a part. So mine is backwards because of the camera. But you want to do a little side part. Take your little section out. And after you get your little section out, you want to put her in a little ponytail until you're ready for her. Come back for later. Then we're going to make another section. You're going to go straight down the middle this time. Not all the way back though. Also, guys, my hair is on the thicker section, as you can see. So if you have thinner hair, you can still do the same. You just probably have to take it out in thicker sections. But really, this hair tutorial is for thicker hair people. But I'm sure you can find a way to make it work for you too if you have thinner hair. And if you guys peeped right there, freaking ponytail holder just popped. Dollar Tree ponytail holder is always disappointing me. But as you guys can see, we're just going to make two little puffs. This is the first puff, and the next puff is going to be right next to it, obviously. Now that our two little puffs are done and our front portion is done, we're going to comb out the back a little bit. My hair is already detangled, so I can comb it through a little easier. You're just going to take your comb and part that in two sections. Now that it's parted in two sections, you want to separate the bottom part from the top, of course. And we're going to separate the top part too. We're going to start up at the front. So now we're taking out the front little ponytail. We're going to comb her out. Yes, ma'am, we are. And we're going to braid her down. Now that we have the first braid done in the front, we're going to put two more braids in our hair, precisely the ones in the back. Make sure you comb them out and then braid her on down. Now that that one is done, we're going to do the exact same for the one in the back. Guys, just make sure you're being careful when you're taking your ponytail holders out because they can rip hair. I didn't rip any of mine, luckily, but you know, let's just braid that right on down. Now that we got the easy parts, the puffs and the braiding out the way, we're going to do a little crochet hook. You can get this from the hair store. It's only $1. What you're going to do is you're going to slide it in, wrap your braid around it, close the hook, and pull it right through. Easy peasy, perhaps lemon squeezy. And we're going to do it one more time so we can get the whole braid in there so we don't have any looses. Now we're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing to the one in the back. Yeah, so mine broke because my hair is thicker in the back, but it's easy to fix. You just push it right back in. It is metal, so if it hurts, just use something hard. That's the jam you're finna use. So you just do it, bloop, boop, boop. It's going to break again, guys, but it's easy. You can just fix it real quick. If you notice a problem of it continuously breaking, it's probably because you're trying to pull hair through something that's too thick. So try to just get like a thinner section of your hair. And we're going to go back to our little poofity poofs. So this is the braiding hair. I got it in color 30. It's only $1 a pack, and I use 4 packs of it. So it comes with a little rubber band on them. You can save those for later. And then you don't get much hair in it, so you pull it apart. And then you pull you a little piece apart. And then you can loop it in. I'll show you how in a second. So now that you got your little piece, you're going to stick the crochet loop through your hair right at the front. Leave it open from the little hook latch. Put it right in there. Hold it down. Close the loop. And then pull it through. Easy peasy. Take it off the hook. And take the unlooped part and put it through said looped part. Easy peasy, pull it through. And if you're experienced using a crochet wand, you don't even have to unloop it. You guys know what you're doing. But if not, that's a pretty easy way to do it. And we're just going to do that for the whole braid. Now that we've got these done, we're going to take it, split it into 3, and put it in a little braid just to get it out of the way. Now the top one is done, I'm just going to do the back off camera. Now we're going to do the same thing to the back, just the top row though. So we didn't do the bottom because you'd be wasting hair because it's going to be covered anyway. Then we're just going to put that in a braid too. We just did same thing front and back, just the top braid. And just a small disclaimer, this hair does tangle pretty easily. That's why we're putting it in the braids while we're waiting to finish the rest of our hair. But I can successfully walk around with that hair in my head all day, which I did without it tangling to a complete mess. So ignore that little dance, you know what I'm saying? Let's get started on the puffs. If you thought that was the hardest part, you'd be sadly mistaken. So we're just gonna rebrush our puffs, get everything nice and slicked back. Now this time, instead of leaving it in a puff, we're gonna put it in a little bun. And we're just gonna do the same thing to the other one. Take it out, rebrush it, put it in a little bun. So this is a new pack of hair. I'm starting off by cutting it in fourths, I do believe. Yep. So you take a half, fold it again, and cut that trick. Boop. Careful not to cut yourselves. And we're going to take the bush of this ponytail and put a ponytail holder right over it, leaving only an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini amount off. So we're going to start by putting this little bushel over our teeny little bun, holding it very tightly, getting a second ponytail holder and wrapping that around the loose hair plus our bun. This does take a minute and it's pretty hard. Usually I have somebody else help me with it. Ignore that, that's my sister. It takes another person to pull it through once it gets pretty tight. But you can do it by yourself. It just takes a lot of hard work and pulling. Now that it's through, we're going to take the extra ponytail holder off. Be careful because the hair can shed since it's not 100% secured. But it'll come out something like this. Easy peasy. And if that happens, just restart. Which I had to. So here we're just doing the same thing over, applying the ponytail holder, pulling it through tightly. You do always want to give it that tester yank just to make sure it'll stay put. And because mine did not last time, I'm just redoing it here. So now that it's in there, we're going to give it that little tester yank, pull that extra hair off, and I'm going to just do the other one off camera, and I wrapped them both up because I was going to sleep. Now we're back the next morning, and my favorite part, the easiest part, spraying. This is just a regular orange temporary spray dye. You really want to make sure you get the front because that's what people are looking at more. Don't worry too much about the edges part because you will be having the headband on. Yeah, so we're just spraying right in the front. And then we're going to be spraying in the middle and the back. we're just going to unravel the hair. I just cut this ponytail holder off because it was irritating. Be careful. Don't cut yourself. And then we're going to spread this spray through our hair. Through the extra hair. So we're going to spray the excess hair to make the orange and the brown kind of look like they blended out together. Also, make sure you guys aren't spraying this too close to your face because it is hazardous. But just make sure you get it all through the hair. Try not to ingest any. And then we're just going to use this comb and make sure it spreads through the black of my hair. If your hair is on the darker side, you can use 2 cans. I'm just super cheap, so I just used the 1. And we're just going to spread it through the brown so it can even out to the same color. And it kind of gets there. Now this is the styling part. So Chocho's bang is not super straight. It's like shagged. So you'll start off at the bottom, cutting diagonally. That way it's not a super blunt clip. This you just keep going on until you think it's about right. I think the bang looks just a bit shorter in the front just so she can see out of her, you know, seeing devices, eyeballs. I think the bang looks pretty good, so we're just gonna put it away. A little twisty twist. I didn't feel like doing the whole braid, but we're setting this aside so we can get started on the ponytails. So her ponytails are on the shorter side. I didn't want mine super short, and again cut diagonally. I think that's cool. They're shorter than that, but I didn't want mine too short. Don't forget your ballies. They're super cute. And we're just going to brush the orange through the rest of the hair a little bit more. And with that, that completes our hair portion of this tutorial. And we're going to jump right into the makeup. So, of course, you want to wet your beauty blender. I am not a beautician. I just do my little makeup. This is e.l.f., my primer. It makes your skin really glittery. It makes your skin really glittery. Might want to move your bang out my face. Oh, your face, I guess. Not my face. we're just gonna dot dot not a lot our primer. And spread it all over. My beauty blender is so small because I could not find my regular size one and I lost it in that hotel. So this is just a little mini one. Next, I always use my concealer to conceal my eyebrows. I put a little bit on my hand and then get started. I always just go around them and shape up my brows a little bit. I just use one a teeny bit lighter than my own complexion. And when I do my brows, I trace them to what I want them to be, not exactly what they are. So we're just going to do the same thing to the other one. And I take my brown eyebrow pencil. You don't want to do black because it's going to be super bold, unless that's your character that you do. And I fill them both in with just a little bit of brown. And then you want to go and take orange to match your hair. You don't want to do your eyebrows all the way orange because then you'll look like a weirdo. So just a tint of orange over them. I know what you guys are thinking. Why are you using your finger? It just helps me get a cleaner look because the beauty blender is not like super exact for me. So I use my finger to make sure I don't rub any of the makeup I put on my actual brow hair off. And then I go over with the beauty blender. Then I take my little brow toothbrush and blend the orange and the brown together. The orange is not super distinct, but it's just enough so that way you don't look crazy. And don't worry about the concealer being a lighter color because we're going to go over in our foundation. So again, we're going to do dot dot not a lot all around our face and neck. And then blend her out. I usually take about 3 pumps. So now we're going to do some highlight. I do love this part. I always go extra on my nose. gonna start with our lashes. I love my nose highlight so much. I'm gonna just do a little quick coat on the top, a little coat on the bottom. Ba-dum bopping. Now we're gonna do lashes. I think the more thin and dramatic ones, like thin and long ones for anime characters, because they're not like super thick. We're just gonna apply a bit of the lash glue to the lash and then blow it so it can get tacky instead of just like liquidy, and apply it right on as close to your lash line as you can get. And we're just going to do the same thing to the other one. Blow it a little bit and put right on. Now we're going to seal them on with some mascara. I know that doesn't make too much sense because they're sealed on by glue, but this is just bonding them with our lashes. And we're going to use this white eyeliner to put under our eye to give it the bigger effect of the anime character. Do that to both eyes. And the extra mascara is because I covered some of my lashes with the white. So we're just going to make sure we don't have any drippage. Not drippage, but leakage. I don't know. This is my eyeliner. I love this one so much. And I just do my eyeliner straight across. So this is a brown pencil I put on my lips. Just cover them over because Chocho's lips are kind of like brown and orange. So I just put the brown pencil on first, blend it a little, and then get my orange lip gloss and overcoat it. Now this does look a little sheeny, but within the day it'll like even itself out. And if I do say so myself, this will complete the Chocho Akimichi hair and makeup tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. And let me know if you like the Naruto trivia I put in the background. Bye guys.